Good day and welcome back to Dirt Plus for another fun-filled episode of Fixing Broken Stuff. Today we have ourselves a fun little broken thing, Dr. Thunder. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Dang it. What we have is a slight problem with the drive shaft having a problem with gender. Apparently it wants to be one of those pole vault sticks. It didn't want to stay in there, so take a peek-a-poo at this guy right quick. I'm gonna get a little squat right there. It's pretty crunchy. Being powered by a V6 before, probably never shifted that bad. But that guy, it's got transmission issues where it likes to kind of jump back and forth, and give it crazy amounts of RPMs at random ass times. We're gonna douche this thing with all the blaster. All the blaster. Plenty of it there. Just in case we miss a spot, I'm gonna flip her over, and a little bit more right there. Yeah, like that. A little bit right there, a little right there. Well, that's interesting. That is interesting. Wow. Oh, that is really interesting. Would you look at that? I'm not sure. Let me grab a screwdriver. Yeah, I don't know a whole lot of stuff, but I'm pretty sure it's not supposed to look like that. That was grease at one point, I'm pretty sure. Panther piss all over it. Bam. Super. What I have in my hand here is Temu's finest digital gauge, read page gauge. It was like $4. But I use this little guy on like my dirt car to give me like caster and camber and all that stuff. Give me a little bit of an idea of the degrees that we use, because dirt floors and skid plates and all that stuff, too fancy for me. All right, so I'm going to attempt to do is zero this guy out. Okay, we're zeroed out. On there, if you can't see, it's 4.5 degrees down. And I'm just going off of the little plate right there on the bottom of the transmission. That kind of gives me a flat surface to measure my pitch. So 4.5 down from the truck which we use as a zero. Probably not what you're supposed to do, but that's what I'm going with to kind of get an idea of what we're gonna do here. I'm just trying to get a gauge on what, aside from the U-joint being completely clogged with crap, what the heck was the scoop? Do go to the bottom of the rear end like that. And that's pitched down about 4.5 degrees. If you can't see that, that's a 4.5. The transmission facing up 4.5. So it looks like a direct, damn near straight line from here to there. So I gotta say, I'm pretty sure that U-joint was just on its way out. And right up there, it's right there. I mean, it's pretty damn straight. My dirt cars gets all kinds of scissor jacked all to hell, and it's never spit a U-joint like that. So I think the U-joint just absolutely just crapped itself. Butchering together a couple trucks. This is not an exact science. More of a game of horseshoes and hand grenades. You either get a ring or you blow something up. Blew something up. You ever just detonate a U-joint on a drive shaft? It's my first time, so forgive me if I don't know pitches and all that other stuff. I'm just kind of winging it here and seeing what we can do with what we got, because the drive shaft out of the Gray Ghost here is this drive shaft. This thing was in this truck, and so was the rear end that is now in Dr. Thunder. So you figure the butt end of the truck is up a little higher, and that would give the drive shaft more pitch. I lowered the ass into Dr. Thunder, and it's damn low. It looks level, pretty damn close to level now. I like the way it looks. I'm pretty sure the U-joint just crapped the bed, because they're not supposed to have hardened crap in them like this one did here. And not for nothing, I don't, you do what you want, but I don't like the fact that it just hot to that U-joint out of there. And I'm gonna go get a fresh one, and then we'll smack it into this drive shaft, and we'll send it and see what we got. I mean, how much you loving this interior? You guys can't smell, but this seat and this interior used to just reek, man. Now it smells like carpet cleaner, and I can dig that. I need to actually wipe it down, clean it up some more, but I took it out for its maiden voyage, and it was a decent place to live. I need to get that center console out of the Gray Ghost and put it in this thing too. It ran good. It just doesn't freaking shift for shit, and I know the transmission fluid's gonna be low because it's all over the freaking trailer and the highway because I'm a dingus and lost the drive shaft. Apparently, this guy is part of the blower motor. And I would imagine this little roached out guy up here is probably the reason I don't have high on my blower. That's cool. Oh shit. Well, that's not doing a whole hell of a lot, is it? Good news is, I know where we can find another one. Look, found another one. Hot dog. Who would have thought, you know? That one's in a lot better shape. 16 pound. I think that says 16. Run with it. Oh, that's a bad spot to have my knee in. Got the good stuff for the race car. And it's good now. It's good. It's like freaking 30 degrees below zero. Getting all sentimental over the Dakota. I want it to work so good. It's a cool little truck. That guy right there. That guy over there is going to give me a world of hurt. I can feel it now. I do want to do some more research and see what we need to do to get this thing to shift correctly. I'm not worried about 2 through 4. I'm worried about the 1, 2. The 1, 2, I would be willing to bet that it probably did not help that drive shaft at all. Because I floored it just thinking, surely it'll shift, right? No, it didn't. It went up and hit the rev limiter. And rev limiter in this thing's, granted, it's like 5,500 or something like that. I saw over $5,000. I'm like, to me, that's not a big deal because the dirt car in there sees 6 any day of the week. This isn't a dirt car. It's Dodge stuff I don't know shit about. I'm just here trying to learn with you guys. So I'm just going to go whack the ever-living crap out of this thing, and hopefully I can do this crap properly. Disclaimer, I totally forgot to take the C-clips out of the drive shaft, so please don't be an idiot like me and start banging on it like this. Take the C-clips out. They're not that hard to take out. Flathead screwdriver and a hammer. Bada bing, bada boom. Thank you.
Clapped out rides with the rust and the roar. Dump the clutch, feel the engine implore. Hump that gas, watch the nose take a dive. Hit the bottle too soon, you ain't gonna survive.
Good news. We got the old straps and the last of the Mohicans here. We got this guy off. And as you can see, it got a pretty solid beat down. So what I'm gauging from this is the straps look okay. That one got a little bit of a bite. We can clean that up. It'll be all right. So these guys were with this guy. Looks straight, good to go. These two, if you can't tell, they're little limp dicks. So from what I'm gauging on that is either A, There was stuff still in the thread holes for the rear end that didn't allow it to actually get down enough onto the cap. Or B, there just wasn't the cap, and everything else was just crap. So, against my better judgment, because, again, I've said it before, I'll say it again, I'm a glutton for punishment. I believe I'm probably just going to order, well, I'm going to get a measurement off this guy real quick, see how big that is. And I'm probably just going to rob the bolts off of the Gray Ghost to replace these guys, because these little limp dick guys, they're not going back in. They were I was crossing my fingers and holding my breath and had a real good pucker going on to make sure that they didn't snap off inside there. So there might be some stuff in there. I might look at that later, but it is dark outside. So we'll get back to that later. Peace.
Well, well, well. If it ain't that wheeling dealing, sex appealing, car flipping, alcohol tipping, son of a gun. Shoot, buddy. Ooh-wee. Did I do a good job? It's for the Altus Motorsports poker tournament. They have a racing program over there, and they have a couple kids that like to drive, Shaylee being one of them. She's pretty good. Plan on kicking her butt if she shows up at the Enduro here in a couple weeks, boy. But they always do a yearly poker tournament, and last year we got to the final two and decided to split. So hopefully we can have ourselves another fantastic run of poker. I'm wearing my Lucky Pinks jersey. My I would undo it, but you know, Poverty Tour t-shirt for some luck. And oh boy, I look legit. Hold on. Boy, I tell you what, we going down there, we going to slide some cards and get some handy bars, you know what I'm talking about? But I tell you what. Yeah, I go all out for poker tournaments. You're going to focus on what I'm wearing, not what's in my hand or what I'm scheming. Yeah, this is going to be fun. We're going to go do this and see what happens.
Got third, got $100. Hey. Good day. It's been a couple days since you guys have seen me. We've had to order some parts. We have ourselves a Spicer U-Joint. Bada bing, bada boom, baby. Drive shaft sitting right here. Check it, check it, check it. Dirty, dirty. I'm going to clean this guy up a little bit, and we're going to see if we can't toss this in. I need to slow down. We're going to see if we can't get this thing tossed in here, and yes, I look dashing, I know. So, if I didn't go over this already, the little straps did not hold, spun it out. Just in case the audio got corrupted, it's happened more times than you can count with this new freaking device. I am super butthurt about it because it's chopped away quite a bit of the video that I would like to use to show you guys what I've got going on. And unfortunately, it sounds like a robot taking a big fat dump, and ain't nobody got time for that. So from what I've gathered, we have ourselves a Spicer U-Joint. Jesus clips, the U-Joint, about a freaking bang. Ain't that nice? It's too bad that has to go under the car, and you'll never see it because it's probably the shiniest thing on the whole whip.
She's a rolling sin, a reckless fight. Oil stains marking where I spent the night. Dr. Thunder.
I don't want to hit it, but I might have to freaking whack it a little bit. All right, that's not bad. Hey, a little love tap to get that thing in there. Not bad. I'll take that.
Dr. Thunder, she don't play fair, makes the ground shake, fills the air, 17 parts from.
That seems, I don't know. I'll be straight with you. I don't know how tight this needs to be or how flaily or whatever. But let's get some Jesus clips on there. Hope somebody learns from me and learns from my mistakes, because I'm probably going to make a absolute freaking mess of them. Note the pack of Jesus clips that are in my hand. There are 2 of them that need to go on the drive shaft and 2 of them that need to go onto the rear end itself. There's grooves on the Spicer U-joint. Please make note of that. I didn't, and it almost cost me my brand new U-joint. Thank you.
Winners take the bill, losers take the shame. Drive by slow, watch it break your frame. Mama June's waiting when you choking, you stall. But we don't stop, we outrun them all. Lot of lizards begging for a ride.
Need to make this infinitely clear. I don't know what I'm doing, and I'm kind of flying by the seat of my pants on this. I think that's pretty close. So let's go get the truck up in the air. That seem about right. I mean, it's kind of snug, but wasn't it like, I don't know, I saw somebody just like do that. That maybe cool, maybe a little bit.
Your mama calls us just to scream and shout. Down the strip, we burn the night. Gas hogging's life, and we're doing it right. Gas hogging.
Drive shaft's in the transmission, but we need to get bolt out of the other strap on the junk truck. So let's get that.
Gas hogging, baby, that's the way we live. Well, bend the check is all we gotta give. Switch the test, say torque so insane. Special octane, it ain't got a name. Gas hogging, baby, that's the.
Found it. Whew. Got lucky on that one. Back to it. So realistically, there's no good way of actually going about this, because I'm just cannibalizing one car for another. But because there was shit inside the threads on one side, I want to dig on that some more and see if I actually got that stuff out. So I flushed the ever-living crap out with a hose, brake cleaner, PV blaster, a lot of PV blaster. We had some rain and cold weather come through, and I did not want that thing to rust. That looks safe, don't it? All right, tighten that up. Bada bing. We thought ahead. Went ahead and got some lighting up in here for you guys and gals and lovely peoples. So to illustrate what I was doing earlier, and I'll get you in on this time, because now I got a little bit of light, and there's a freaking muffler in the way. Of course there is. So to illustrate my point, I took a screwdriver, little baby guy, running around the threads in here, make sure there's nothing in any of these. These were the 2 right here that I was having problems with. So I cleaned those out pretty damn good. I think I'm not catching anything, no crazy crap on the end of my screwdriver, so I think we'll be all right. You guys are just gonna have to look at my dumb ugly head for a little bit. Not having a good spot to put my phone on the stand around here. So we have our fair share of problems with this thing, but just right off rip, I'm taking a look here. You can see there's a gasket split right there. Ooh, ghost stories. Apparently there's a nut or a set screw and a nut on the side of the transmission that you can like undo the set screw or set nut and tighten up the bolt, I guess. And that tightens up 1-2 band. I'll be back with you on that. Give me a little bit. We're gonna go take this thing for a rip. Be right. Okay, so before we get in the truck and take off like a bunch of rooks, we know that since the drive shaft was out of it, and there's evidence of it all over, it's all over my trailer and everything, that we've lost transmission fluid. So the rookie thing to do was just hop in it and go and then cook that transmission all to hell. The pro move is what we're gonna do is go at least check it before we do anything. And don't you feel good? There's stuff on it. I know a lot of it had fallen out. It was pissing itself smooth whenever I jacked the truck up earlier. So we know we're at least a little light. There's plenty of it on there. There's plenty of it on there, but that don't mean shit. So let's go fire it.
We're about to see me freaking cry if that thing didn't want to start.
I don't know what I did with my rag. What the shit? It just took off. It disappeared. It found another home somewhere. Give me a second. Okay, good. We're back. That's weird. There's plenty of it on the stick, but it could have been over full. Who knows? Good news. We made it to drinks acquired. All right, let's see if we can't make it home. What does concern me is that vibration. There's something I'm missing on this. There's got to be. We will consider that a sort of success. I made it a couple miles. We'll take that. A little bit of a W goes a long way in this household. So I'm not like crazy happy with that, but it did work. So we got to roll with the punches on that. Little victories at a time. The next item on the agenda is to get that little screw bob 1-2 shifter thing figured out, because it does just kind of lazily hang out in first, and it does not want to stay in second whenever you hit second, unless you're really pussyfooting it, and I don't like that. I want this thing to work. Well, it's the next day, and I've got something to show you. So I went ahead and put the clips in the other 2 caps on the U-joint there, and the noise went away. I'll show you to you here in a minute, but there's something else I want to show you too, because I did a tidbit of looking, and I found this little nifty trick here. Check it. So you see here, this little cable right here, this is your TV cable. So I put a mark on this last night and I drove around a bit. It was too dark for any kind of filming, and I apologize for that. But so on this, you push this in and you can adjust it. See, there's my mark. I had it a little bit. Where's the dang mark at? Well, oh shit, that was way too much. Okay, so you can see it's got a little bit of slack in it, and it seems to drive a little bit better. So while we have a little bit of light, I'm going to take you on a spin and show you the difference that the adjustment on that TV cable can make. And I'm going to do my best to find a little snippet from the old video to show you a side-by-side. Please be safe out there. I wear my seatbelt, and it keeps the cops off your butt. Not that I'm hiding anything, but it is a little bit of something's better 100% nothing, you know what I mean? You gotta burp the throttle to get us a shift. It could use a little bit of work still, but it's still cold. So that's pretty good. It's just kind of chilling. I might loosen it up just a tickle bit more. But typically, last night, at that little test drive that we did, you could hear a good bit of honing noise, like that, whoa, or something like that. That was because I didn't have the clips in the U-joint, and that was making a heck of a ruckus. Now this thing, I'm not sure if I'm going to take it. I don't think I'm going to take it on the highway yet, but I'm going to take it up and down a couple of roads real quick just to get my grasp on it. Now for you who are freaking out like, oh my gosh, you're going too fast, like, no, the speedometer's off.
It does have a bit of a different gear in it. See, that wasn't too nice. Might need to back that TV cable off just a little bit. Let's pull off up here and give that a shot and see how that feels. On the fly adjustments, let's do this. I entered that a little bit more. That might have been too much. But we're gonna give that a whack and see how it works. That's not bad. I'm really kind of grandma driving it too, so. It's not bad. The steering's a little bit how you going still, but I can live with that for the time being. My big worry is it gonna survive and does it shift good, you know? There is still a slight vibration going on, but I'm gonna attribute that to bad tires. Because these tires are really bad. Dead stop, just chilling. That is absolutely reasonable right there. The band might need tightened up. I wasn't a whole lot of gas in it. It's reading 50, so it's really 40, 45. I don't hear anything crazy, do you? I'll take that. Guys, I think we're gonna call it on that one. Got the truck running and driving again. I'm over the moon happy about that. It runs, it drives, it moves under its own power. It didn't spit a drive shaft out. Granted, I wasn't doing highway speeds, but a little bit of victory. I'll take that. So, I think this is gonna pretty much conclude this one here, guys. Just a slick little note here. I appreciate the ever-living crap out of the support on the Will It Run for Dr. Thunder out there. At this time, it's over like 1,000 views, which, guys, I just started this, and I appreciate it so much. Thank you to all who've watched. If you comment or liked it, hats off to you. I don't have one to illustrate my point here, but I appreciate that. Let's keep this rolling, because I am not done working on Dr. Thunder. I want this thing to be cool, and I want it to be safe. I want it to be a good vehicle for if I decide to keep it, or if we keep it moving down the road. We'll see what happens when the time comes. But we took a car that was not running and driving, and we're making it work. It's a project, guys. Everybody's got one, whether it be knitting, stamp collecting, boring, but everybody's got their own taste, man. I just happen to like junk cars, and I hope you do too, and I hope you stick along. I hope years down the line, we talk about this. We're like, man, remember Dr. Thunder, that old piece of junk Dakota? Mm-hmm, sure do. Well, I look forward to that time with you guys later. But for now, we'll catch you next time. Peace.
Chrome don't get you home.